cool. So krump, alright, I'm gonna take like spirituality and like religion out of it. Alright, krump is just a dance to me, right? It's a dance that can go into spiritual aspects or whatever, but if you get down to the core of what the dance is, like the dance is expressive, extremely expressive and extremely aggressive. Alright, once you understand that, and when you see like your friends, your family dancing, and you see them hyping and doing all this crazy stuff, it's like they're putting they're like unmasking what they do in their normal life, and they're showing themselves like a part of themselves that they don't show to everybody else. So when you see this, like this person, this man, this female or whatever, and she or he is dancing, it's like you will never ever see you'll never see that person ever express herself or himself like that ever again. So it's kind of like you have to respect that regardless if you don't like it, if you have like issues with that person or whatever, because a beautiful thing is happening. You know what I mean? So, excuse me, I have a burp. So, so like when you go down to like concerts and stuff like that, and you see like a whole bunch of people just start screaming for no reason, like they're there for that specific artist. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what everyone in here is. Like, you know, yeah, you guys can say you guys are dancers, you guys, like, you know what I mean, you guys do your own thing, but you guys are artists. And, like, it's a blessing, you know, for me to see all you guys dance. You know, like, you may not see hype from me specifically or whatever, but I'm always watching you guys and I'm keeping game. So, the thing is, like, I don't want people to get things mixed up between hype of, like, oh, man, I'm not hyping because I don't like that person, and hyping because I don't know how. Okay? And this is how you hype. Like, it doesn't matter. It's just kind of like, you know, if you had a child, and even if that person, like your child, sucks at playing the trombone or whatever, you're gonna scream up there and be like, "That's my baby!" You know what I mean? Because you're there for support. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like, there's a lot of people out here who just watches their mans dance and express themselves and do some crazy stuff, and then everyone in there is just staring at it. You know? And it's like, afterwards he'll ask his boys like, "Oh, did I do good?" And they're always like, "Yeah, you know, it was cool, whatever." And like, that's not what krump is. Like, you know, like we come to dance like once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week or whatever, but when you're in the session, like that's your chance, man. Mm-hmm. Like to really express yourself, show everybody what you're going through, like to get your workout, to get your blood pumping and all that kind of stuff. Like, you know, like really cherish that. And that's why I'm still doing it, and that's why I'm like really pumped, like to get back into this. And I want to make sure everyone here is on that same accord and that same level, you know? Like, I don't want this to keep on going down into that road where it's like, oh man, I'm like, krump is dry again. Like, krump can never be dry because, like, every time you dance, you're expressing, like, emotion. Like, it's beautiful. It's a movie. You know what I mean? To me. So, with that, now that you guys get the mindset, it's kind of like this, like, everybody know how to hype and stuff like that. Like, I don't care. It's like, you rather move with that person. Yeah. Alright, so I'm dancing, I'm doing my thing. Boom. Like this, in general, it looks crazier to you guys, but it makes me feel more crazy. You know what I mean? As opposed to people that's just watching me, and I'm like trying to dance and all that kind of stuff. You know, it's good to learn how to dance like krumpers who dance like that. Like, it's good to learn how to dance with people when not hyping. But you gotta understand the people that's not hyping you, they don't like you. It's not like, there's a huge problem right now because people that like aren't hyping you, they just don't know how to hype. And they say, "Yo man, I got your back." But they don't know how to hype you. And that's a problem, okay? So, I mean, did you want to hop in on that? Okay. So with that, I mean, pretty much, hyping is just being there to support your man, move your body, scream at that person, you know what I mean? Like, krump is supposed to get crazy. If you're expressing yourself through the dance, like, you need to learn how to express yourself as a hype man as well. You know? Krump is a language, and I can tell. Like, body language is a language, you know what I mean? I can be like, "Hey, I'm cool with you," but if I'm like this, it's like, "Yeah, we cool." I am not cool with you. It says a lot. You get what I'm saying? So, just learn how to hype, you know, ask people, you know what, like, people, all you guys have been watching krump long enough, you know what I mean? And for the people that don't know what krump is and you guys are just looking, like, you know, just clap your hands or whatever, because it means a lot, especially for us as artists, you know what I mean? And, like, I don't care what nobody says, like, an artist always wants to hear, like, feedback about how, like, they did, you know what I mean? So I think that would be good also for this movement and for this culture. Is we can start talking to each other like a constructive criticism type of way. You know what I mean? It's okay to without getting butthurt. Like it's okay. Like you know what I mean? I danced and I personally didn't like the way I got off it. You know, some people liked it. Some people, you see, everyone.
Nigga,
like,
what?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like when I dance, like nobody can tell me how I want to express myself. So, you got a question? Shut up. Alright, whatever. So, I mean, that's what I wanted to talk about.
Our basic, and another thing when you talk about hype up, is it's the same thing with sessions. Sessions are really important in krump. Like, we don't, a lot of time for these last 5 or 6 years, everybody been focusing more on battles and forgot about sessions. How many session dancers are in here that can admit that they're session dancers? Do y'all know the difference between session dancers and battlers?
Yes.
How?
Someone speak on that.
Well, what's the difference between a session dancer and a hype
From
and a battler?
what I see, a lot of people who between battle
Battle
tactics and then for the session, they really focus on telling their story throughout the session.
So why do you use battle tactics while you session?
Cause it's weird. It's like because I want to get at you or something.
That's why people don't know how to session no more.
Yeah.
Because they don't know the difference. Sessions is more free. You're not focusing more so on an individual. It's more personal. It's like you don't have to prepare for a session.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's free. Yeah, we basically focusing on the basics of krump, and you're expressing yourself. That's why hype is important. If you look at how many have been in a dry session in the session area, where everything, I mean getting off. I'm talking about going in. You don't see that. But everybody chilling, just like this. You got one person over here laughing, not paying attention to what's going on. You got somebody sitting here laughing, cracking jokes while somebody's dancing. That's the difference. So that's why krump is getting the reputation of it, as far as sessions is concerned, is going down. If we're going to session, when you prepare for sessions, prepare on being yourself.
Say that again.
That's very
Say that again.
Say that again.
Say that again, nigga.
Prepare on being yourself.
Prepare on being yourself. Yeah.
Like, believe me, it'll make the emotion and the feeling behind it works. I know he said he's not going to bring the religious or the God into I am, because that's who I am. I'm in ministry. When sessions started dying, they took God out of it, because it more so became personal and not personal. Like it.
Wow. Dang.
Bang, bang, wow. That's when it started changing. My focus now, as in this new generation, is more so killing you off and start glorifying God.
Wow.
Yep.
Crap.
Come on, Bishop. Now, I know that a lot of people ain't gonna agree. Like, I'm not gonna. It's still a dance. Indeed, it's still a dance. Dang. But same thing as the word. Beginning with the word was God. The word was with God. We already know that.
Yep.
Same thing with krump. Krump started as a kingdom radical of this mighty praise. Yes, it's still a dance. We still have fun. We're still gonna battle. We're still gonna get off each other, but still in love. We're gonna be. That's a part of it. But sessions is not the time for it.
Yeah.
When you prepare for session, have fun with it. It's not so serious. It's not about killing nobody off. I'm not directing nothing to you. It's not beefy. Because now you're taking the God out of it. Y'all feel me?
Yeah.
So when I'm hyping up, I'm not hyping up to make him feel better. I'm hyping up because I want him to get glorified.
Yep.
Ooh.
That means the glory of God is coming down in His spirit. Because everybody know when the praises go up, the blessings come down.
Exactly.
So we're lifting up God in a session. Because now we're all on one accord. And 2 or 3 are gathered together.
Jesus, he's there in the mix.
Hey, all right. So that's why hype is important when it comes to sessions. Y'all feel me? Y'all understand? Yes. So when we prepare for sessions, what are we going to do? Prepare to be yourself. When we prepare for battles, what are we going to do? Exactly. So make sure when we labbing, I personally lab on both. I lab on because I ain't gonna say I'm not a battler. I wasn't a battler. No, I wasn't. I am a session dancer. I've always been a session dancer. For 19 years, I've been a session dancer.
That's a long time.
Period.
You were a vet.
Up in Buffalo, that's all we did was session. There was a few battles, but Spartan is known for battling and killing niggas, not me. That wasn't my thing. Ravage knows. I brought the old feel of krump. And I've been consistent with it because that's who I am. I'm not trying to be like nobody else. That's the problem with people. They're trying to be like somebody else.
As far as sessions and battles. So this just a quick demonstration. It's like when you enter session, you want to say, man, so I'm gonna look at Judge, but I'm gonna smile at him like, man, let me tell you what this guy done done for me, man. He just took this out. Now he's dead. That's a session.
Ooh.
But here we go. But here's another switch up. This is my brother, right? If I'm battling my brother, it don't have to be like, I'm gonna kill you off. It don't have to be like that. He can be like, bro, let me tell you, he did this to me. It's not coming back though. I don't know why is it still here. But I'm not voicing myself. But I'm talking to him that way. You see what he's saying.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God. Nigga.
That could be a battle. That could be a battle. Beef battle. Of course, it's like, I'm gonna take your dreads off. That's something. That's a battle tactic. But at the same time, in a battle, don't try to rip your brethren. Try to help your brethren. Try to save your brethren. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like when I battled Scream, when we was in 703. I know Scream had a character that makes you want to smack him in the face sometimes. At the same time, this nigga's like, I'm gonna help you out, Drew. I'm gonna help you. You wanna be strip rims? I'm gonna help you out, Drew. Calling you out, nigga. There's street rims right here. He can do all this, and I come back like, I guess, but I'm gonna try it. So I'm guard. No, I don't like you, so I'm gonna punch you in your face. That's something. It's playful. You know what I'm saying? But still, that's a battle tactic. Sessions, you're supposed to talk to everybody. Everybody's supposed to talk to you. That's why it's called hype ups. Hype ups talk back. Oh, sure.
Dang.
How many y'all ever seen war like 300?
300.
Oh, that's right.
This is part of
Listen. When they went in, was everybody just sitting back chilling?
No.
Absolutely not.
These niggas was like,
They were just as close. They was going in. They were together.
More muscle.
Cause that's exactly, it was muscle. That's how sessions should be. Yes, it gets tiring. I absolutely agree. It gets tiring. Hype up, when real people hype up, they get tired.
Yeah.
And lose their voice.
Absolutely.
and if you're gonna do that, at least throw some arms around, like just be like,
Absolutely.
hey, please make your faces great. That's my favorite thing.
Hey, check this out though.
Listen, let Judge speak.
And that's one of the things we need to work on. So when we're about the session, and you got to be able to tell the difference. If you know your battle, it's still session, of course, but understand your place. Work on sessions. Work on your session material. Work on battle material. It's a difference. It's more lively. It's more free. It ain't so.
Oh, I like you too, man.
And sessions is more freely. It's more uplifting. It's live. It's live. Not so dry.
Let me add one more thing. Just because I know we're talking about haze, it's almost like a responsibility as a krumper. Like Kate said, it's a language, and when you're learning the language, you wanna be proficient in it. You wanna understand it. You wanna be able to talk back, and you want people to be able to communicate with you. So what I'm telling y'all is, if you don't understand the language, get out the way.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna stand here and not hype Judge if I don't understand what he's doing. I'm gonna get out of the way and let somebody who is feeling him step in, because you are taking away from his crown.
Exactly.
People say, "Oh, don't worry about the hype. Don't worry about the hype." Worry about the hype, not for yourself, but for everyone else. Everyone else needs to be aware of what you're saying.
Why you think the most
Why would you
common
be
comment
here?
is?
Listen up, man.
Why you think the most common out of every crumpled mouth is always, y'all didn't see that?
Y'all didn't see that, or y'all don't know how to hype. Y'all don't know what krump is. And don't take that the wrong way. What they're trying to say is, why aren't you hyping up? When somebody says, "Yo, you don't know what krump is," they're not. Some people aren't saying that, but they're not necessarily saying you don't know what krump is. They're saying, "Dude, why didn't you hype him up? That was a crazy move." So I'm telling y'all, if you don't feel like hyping, or if you don't understand, it's okay. Don't be discouraged. Get out the way. And what I mean by get out the way is don't be right up on him. Step to the back. Step down here.
Well, also, well, closing, so we understand, you know what I mean, we're preparing to go a step higher. Like we're not gonna session the same way no more. If you're not gonna hype, move. Period.
Cool.
If you know you know how to hype and your man, there's no reason why you should be sitting in the back while your man's is dancing. And your family.
Hey, and there was some niggas doing that tonight too. It was some niggas doing that tonight too.
Now I'll tell you, when you got people, your family's up here and you sitting in the back, chilling.
In conclusion.
While your man's is getting off. And then you look up, oh, I come back there.
I had to.
But it happens.
Listen up.
So from now on, I mean, as we're building each other, man, it's basically just to encourage y'all, man, encourage each other. Because I'm encouraged when I see new people coming and they're getting better every session. Like it's tight, like that's real, and that's how we're gonna keep growing on the East. Period, and supporting each other. So I'm closing, man. You know, and we can start the session now.
Oh, last thing, yeah, that's all true. I feel like that was a little bit advanced for some people.
Sorry.
Yeah, really advanced. Like, if you're still like, you know, trying to still understand krump, and you know, all this stuff, like they said as far as concepts doesn't make sense. It's a dance, so what it is just dance to the beat and use the beat.
Please.
I will hype for you, and I will be like, man, that is tight if you are dancing on beat. That's it. A lot of people are like, yo, how'd I do? Like, people that have been dancing for years, they say, was I tight? Was I tight? Hey, what do you think? Like, they can't dance on beat. I don't understand. So it's like, understand the culture, understand the movement. Yeah, dance on beat.
Anybody got any questions?
Yeah, for real.
Questions, comments, concerns.
No question is wrong.
got a question?
So, no, like,
Oh no,
Ain't no bugs in here.
no, yeah, it's actually like
Yeah.
because one of y'all don't know deodorant. That's why. Whoa.